Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're going to talk about a snitch in a ditch instead of an elf on a shelf. So before we get started, make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. Mickey, what's up? Pasquale, how you doing, man? I appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch this show. Rah, how are you? Yas, what's going on? We got a lot of things to talk about. A lot of things been going on lately. And there's been a lot of developments, as you could say. Paulie Mags, what's going on? James, how are you? Good morning. Thank you for joining me this morning. So, I went to the film festival. Shout out to Ciro and everybody involved with Silent Partners Film. It was great. I had a great time, and there's a lot more to come in the future. I got a lot of interviews I'm dropping. Shout out to Stitch Duran. Part 2 is going to be out really soon, and there's going to be some old footage of Mike Tyson. You guys might not have seen it yet, but I'm going to put some new clips of Mike Tyson and some other boxers. They're all legends, but this is before they became legends. So go check out that interview. Hope everyone's having a great day. Full Green Light, how are you? Today, we're going to talk about Mob Rat. I forget his name. He's so irrelevant. We're going to talk about the mob rat who claimed he knew Joey Merlino, and he ended up messing up the whole investigation. Rubio Jr., John Rubio Jr. And John Rubio Jr. seems to have a problem with things that I say and things other people say, and he comments on the videos. He thinks he's some kind of hero or something, like he was going to be the government hero, come in and save the day. But that didn't happen. So what happened was he came in and fucked everything up. He ruined the whole investigation, and they couldn't even use him as a witness because he was so unreliable. And we're going to get into that today. Let me check something real quick.
Excuse me.
This is John Rubio Jr. Failed mob rat, right? Thank you so much for that, James. I appreciate it. Keep up the good work. Definitely. Rubio, that's his name. Rubio is a scumbag. Pasquale, how are you, man? You want to come on here and talk about Rubio? Have you ever came across Rubio in the street? Pontiac? So Rubio took it upon himself. I don't know if it was his idea or the FBI's idea to send him down to see Joey Merlino and try to get something on him on tape. I think it might have been Rubio's idea. And he explains how he butchered the whole investigation. He says he was committing more crimes when he was working for the government than he did when he wasn't. He's a mafia wannabe, like a lot of these people are. And remember, before we get any further with this, I am not a mob guy. I was never in the mafia. I wasn't never trying to be in the mafia. I don't claim to be. So all you people out there talking shit, keep talking shit because it's mind over matter. I don't mind because you don't matter. If I don't address you on this show, that means you don't mean shit. So keep talking shit. You're going to still be where you're at, and I'm going to keep progressing. So that's what that is. And if you really have a problem with me, call me out. Let's meet in the gym and handle it. but that won't happen. But anyway,
like talk about like a.
we're gonna talk about this trash bag right here. Drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link for Pasquale. He made more money as a snitch. FBI gave him carte blanche. Yes, they did. Mind over matter. Damn right, mind over matter. I don't mind because they don't matter. And honestly, if I don't address you on the show, that means you ain't shit to me. Like that's what that means. So you could say, do whatever you want, but just know that you don't mean shit. Now let's get to the video. And Pasquale's going to give us some insight on what's really going on with this guy.
The daily, I don't know, routine of when you're cooperating, like what a wire looks like during that time period. I know it's developed over the years.
It was in his glasses. So Mr. 007 claims he has this new technology. You'll never find the wire. It was his glasses. That's where they put the fucking wire. We got Pasquale in the building. Pontiac. That's where they put the fucking wire. We got Pasquale in the building.
What's up, man?
That's where they put the fucking wire. Mute the show in the background, Pasquale. I got you on mute. Mute the show. Because all I hear is a echo. You got it? All right, you got it.
The fucking video. Well, hold on. Wait, where's the fucking voice? Oh, the mic. Okay, I got you.
All right, you're good. What's going on,
What's
man?
going on here?
Do you know this guy? Do you know Rubio? Do you know Rubio? Can you hear
Can't
me?
hear you. Can't hear you. Hold on.
Because your phone's ringing.
Can't hear you. Hold on.
You gotta
hear
go
me
out
now?
and come back in. You gotta go out and come back in, bro. It's your phone. You got the shit playing in the background. Your phone's ringing.
Okay.
Go out and come back in. Your phone's ringing. All right.
Okay.
Go out and come back in. And shut the show off in the background, Pasquale. That's all you got to do. Shut the show off in the background. So, like, you don't need to hear the show. You're in the show. Tommy Stiggs, what's going on? Old Tech. They look weird. I would have saw that. Nico, what's going on? Maureen, how are you? Italian Stallion, what's going on? Del Strain. Thank you all for joining me. We've got 33 people in the house. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. We're gonna slaughter these dudes. They stand no chance. Another thing I want to say. Some people, right? I bring people on my show, they tell their story. It's for you guys to find out or believe if it's true or not. Oh, you believe this? People keep commenting. Do you believe what this guy's saying? Like Jack O'Halloran said that Lucky Luciano faked his death. I don't know if that's true. It's for you guys. Do you believe it? I don't know. Let's see if Pasquale got it together.
You hear me now?
Yes, I hear you now.
What's up, my friend?
Ringing. I hear your phone keep vibrating.
Yeah, hold on. Let me take the power. Now we're good. Hold on. Let me turn it sideways.
Finally, you got it, man. What's going on?
Oh, what's up, man? That was the show. Good that you went to?
Yeah, it was great. It was really good.
Oh, that's good. So what do you want to know? I never met this piece of shit, but he was running around uptown. You know, he put away, the first guy he put away was Patsy Perot.
Yeah,
you know?
And that was the guy. That was the guy who he claimed was like a mentor to him, right? And he was trying to get him put in prison. Like, was his goal to be a superhero or something? Superhero rat with a cape on?
Yeah, but his father, this guy Rubio's father, was close with Patsy Perot.
Now, where's
You know,
Rubio's father? He passed away?
the father, yeah. So the father, he asked Patty, "Could you do something for this kid?" And he just wound up destroying everything. I don't know if he put his father away, but his father was involved, numbers and bookmaking and all that shit. But this guy, I mean, they were giving him money, carte blanche. Nobody was like this guy. Instead of murder, he had carte blanche, like Greg Scarpa had carte blanche.
Yeah, but he wasn't out killing people because he ain't about that.
That's what I just said. But everything
Yeah.
else, he was making. The feds were giving him 15,000 a week.
You said 30,000 a week. If you add it up,
Yeah,
15,000. They were giving him 15,000 to maintain his lifestyle. They were giving him another 15,000 to pay him for what he was doing.
and then he was making more money on the street
Insane.
too.
And they give you they let you do all that shit. That's insane.
Hey, when they want somebody, they're gonna come and get you, bro. I don't care. They don't play fair.
Delstrain says Luciano died in Naples airport, but Jack O'Halloran said that he faked his death at the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says that Luciano faked his death at the airport. And I've heard that once before. And
Well,
he said that he changed his identity. He lived to be 103 or something like that. Mikey D, what's up?
because he was in Cuba for a while until they got thrown out. He was flying into Cuba before 59, and they got thrown out. And he could have. The guy had a ton of money to get plastic surgery and everything.
They say that he took some pills or something to make it seem like he had a heart attack and he was knocked out or whatever. And then
or he paid somebody off a lot of money.
We got someone backstage. Let's see who this is.
Hello.
What's up? How are you?
Well, I'm in here, and yeah, I'm still waiting to get to eat KFC and dinner.
Dinner?
What? I think there's breakfast.
Oh, breakfast? You're waiting to get breakfast?
Nah, I went to get KFC. Also,
how are you this morning?
Just wondering, does anyone ever remember the show about a blue train?
Blue Train.
What? What do you say?
Blue Train.
A show called Blue Train?
Never heard of it.
No, I never heard of it.
I'll tell you the theme too.
What's that? The theme song?
Yes, that's the theme song.
Yeah.
What channel is it on?
PBS Kids, and it's about this blue train with a face. It has friends.
Oh, that talking about Thomas the engine. The Thomas, right? The steam engine.
I have many toys. I have many toys. Do you remember actually getting one of those as a kid?
Oh yeah. I didn't play with that type of stuff, but.
Do you remember actually getting one of those toys?
No, I bought my nephew one though.
Well, if you're wondering, there are people actually making replicas of the original model using the show. Like, see, they're very creative. I'll show you. Let's go on Google. There's so many people recreating the models.
Do you make toys or collect them or something?
Yeah, they're making the models of the original show. XC. This is a company that makes them for sale. It's just good they recreate the models from the show.
Yeah. little off topic.
Yeah. Do you know that I actually work? I actually works for a system. Their eyes move using a controller. Their eyes, you know, the eyes in the shop. They use, you know, they're actually controlled by controller and also moved by them. There's a demonstration. There's a demonstration.
Hey, can you hear me? Hey, kid, I appreciate you taking the time and coming on.
This moves the eye. This
Thank you
moves
for
the
joining
eye.
us. I appreciate you. I know. You're being punked, right?
I'm showing a demonstration.
Hey, I appreciate you taking the time. We got business to handle, but I appreciate you. Thank you for clicking the link and have a great day. All right, back to the matter at hand.
That was a wild one.
That was, it was a kid.
Oh, kid.
You got to shut this. Do you have the thing playing in the background?
Nothing.
I don't know why it's bad. It's echoing real bad.
It's that bad?
Yeah, go out and come back in.
All right.
All right. Yeah, guys, we just got punked. I guess you all got punked. But shout out to that kid, and I'm lost. What just happened? I don't know. I'm lost too. But anyway, let's get back to the matter at hand. Let's check out this video and see what this little rat got to say. Maybe he'll comment, because it seems like he's very active on social media. He cares what people say. But hey, if you're gonna be a rat, own that shit, right?
What your interaction then with the feds is like, how that whole thing kind of works, because I don't think, I mean, we see like movies and people wear wires, what that looks like in the movies, but we don't know what it looks like in reality.
It's in his glasses. Just remember that.
All right. Well, the wire question, you're going to have to wait till June 29th for me to answer that, because I can't. I mean, it's like what I can tell you about the wires is you would never know I had it on.
Yeah, we would. It's in your glasses. It's in his glasses. Pontiac, turn your volume down low. Turn your volume down low. Yeah, we lost Pontiac again. But anyway, let's get back to the video.
You could pat me down. You could strip me naked. You weren't going to find it.
Because it's on my face.
It was embedded in clothing.
I thought you were going to say it was embedded up your ass.
No,
So they ain't going to find it there.
no, it's embedded.
Oh, you hear Gino laughing in the back. He's having a great time down there in Florida. I think he violated the fucking protective order already. What's going on, Pontiac?
How's that, better?
Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah, Gino, I believe he violated his protective order down there in Florida already. Do you know what it was over?
Tonto?
Barillo. Yeah, Tonto.
Fucking guy can't stay out of trouble, man.
Do you know what he violated it over?
For what?
Netflix.
Beating up a girl.
No, he violated a protective order over Netflix.
Get out of here.
I swear. I don't know if
For what?
I don't know if they violated him yet or not, but
he's free on paper. He's got no paper left.
No, he's not. He's out on bond right now for beating that
Oh,
girl
the other
up.
case. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he caught a new case down in Florida. They put a protective order against him with her.
Okay.
So he sends her a message saying, "You cut me off of Netflix," and he keeps calling her bro. "You cut me off of Netflix, bro." She posted this message on her Instagram.
She might be a snitch too.
Listen, they're both crazy. But anyway, she posted the message on Instagram and he goes, "Netflix, bro? Really? You're going to cut me off of Netflix?" I'll get that message and I'll show you guys. But let's get back to this video and see what this little weasel got to say. And hey, if you're watching right now, weasel boy, Hey, comment. I'll drop the link for you, and you could defend yourself.
I got to joke a little, make a little fun.
No.
Gene, all lips, no brains.
He looks like a beady-eyed motherfucker.
It's truly remarkable, and we're going back now. What I mean, I've been jailed 2 years, home 2 years. We're going back 6, 7 years ago, and who knows what they have now? But I've used some intricate devices.
Well, put it like this: when they want you, they want you. There's no stopping them.
Right.
Unlimited resources, and they just don't stop.
Yeah,
and a daily.
And that Gene's reasoning why the government keeps coming after him, because he fucks hot women. Because he has that's what he says. Because he fucks hot women and he has nice clothes.
Yeah, you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. My analogy that I think is true. Number one, he's a fuck up. He can't stay out of trouble. Number two, he's related to Fat Andy Ruggiano. So the bloodline goes down. I know with the feds and my family, they don't stop. You know, they'll just keep going and going and going. They're relentless.
Yeah, but Genie Boy here, he just can't seem to get a grip. He needs to be a so-called gangster, which he is not. He never was. He's a petty fucking criminal. And he was never gonna rise to a status. He probably would have ended up in a trunk.
Probably more like his cousin did.
Hey, I mean,
remember his cousin, Johnny Boy, the one that they killed back in the 80s?
No.
They killed his cousin Johnny Boy because they asked him a question. They said, if you were back in the day with your cousin, he goes, you think you'd still be alive today? He says, no, I'd be dead somewhere.
Hey, it's probably best for him.
Yeah, exactly, huh?
It's not an elf on the shelf. It's a snitch in a ditch. I mean, if this was back in the 80s or the 90s, they would have got rid of Barillo a long time ago.
Oh, he would have been missing and snatched real quick.
Yeah, they would have got rid of him. He was out robbing social clubs and all this shit, and his
he's lucky, yeah. He was robbing those guys. That's how smart he was. When they gave him carte blanche to run around, he was going and shaking down wise guys and everything. He was lucky they didn't kill him. They gave him passes.
Who knows? He was probably working for the government then. That's
probably
why he got passes. Hold on, let's hear from the man himself. Let's hear it. Hold on.
Out. Do you still consider yourself a gangster?
No.
Are you sure about that, Gene? Do you want to answer that question again?
He's a thug.
Now that you're out, do you still consider yourself a gangster?
No. I don't. I mean, by heart, I'm still a tough guy. I know that, I'm not scared of nobody, but I'm not in the crime world no more.
But he walks around like he's this big fucking gangster. He's living off this so-called reputation that he doesn't have. So he claims he went in houses and did all this shit, tying people up. He was in the car waiting for them to get done. So how
he had other people. He had his underlings doing the deal.
His underlings, yeah. He was calling the order. Now, another thing that is mind-blowing to me is A-Light. Now he's saying that his father was involved with Luciano. He's talking about Bugsy Siegel and all these connections that he doesn't have.
He said his father?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, they were involved with my father. And he's like, how come you never told any of this shit before? You were saving it, right, for years?
Because he's got no content left.
None. They're grasping at straws hard. Especially ever since Merlino came out and he's on the internet. They are fucking grasping everywhere. You can see it.
Yeah, of course.
That goes for Marble Mouth, too. Donkey Dominic.
E.G. vodka.
We got something really good coming for Marble Mouth. Don't you worry about that. But anyway, let's get back to Rubio's punk ass.
Early day, with them wasn't too great between me and them. You know, we didn't get along. I mean, that's the best I could put it. And we didn't get along.
Well, you actually worked for a long time, then. I didn't realize you were doing this for this long, and you still did 2 years in prison. And the guy that was involved with the drugs with Joey Molino and the thing, he only did 5 years. So actually, he cut some deal himself. Was he a cooperator or no?
No. Well,
I love how they say, I'm not a rat. He's a fucking rat.
I'm a cooperator.
I'm a cooperator. I'm not a rat.
Oh, fucking rat.
More back to Felix.
Fucking Mama Luke.
Disgrace, man. And then they try to live. So they cooperate with the government. They're team government now. And now they want to claim that they're gangsters. Like they did all this major shit in the street and they're gangsters now, right?
Yeah, right. The fucking Lego gangsters.
And to ingrain your question is I almost ruined the case, and I regret it. I mean,
you did ruin the case, Rubio.
You did ruin it.
Listen, I'm not here to brag about it. You know, it was another mistake in my life that, you know.
Oh, what, cooperating? You were never gonna be a gangster, so you figured I'll just join Team America. Everyone will look at me like the hero. Is that how these guys think?
You know what happens, right? They know eventually you're gonna get caught, so they say to themselves, "But before I get caught, let me cooperate." So I got some viable information, and they know the feds are gonna give them shit. You know,
it's disgusting.
That's the way
couldn't get over it, but that case was, I mean, over 150. It was supposed to be over 150 indictments, and
another thing, Maureen, Dum will never debate you, Staxx. He doesn't want to hear your name. Why is that? Can you ask yourself why? Because I'm a nobody,
He's got
right?
a secret hiding.
Because he knows I know. You fucking know what it is, Dominic. Come your ass on here and let's hash it out. You're not afraid of me, right? I'm not afraid of you. I'll go anywhere and debate you. I go anywhere I want. I walk the streets. I go to your old neighborhood, Dominic.
Pelham Bay.
You can't.
You know what the question, Staxx? Like I wrote to the other day, would he dare attempt to go see or call Ernie Muscarella? No. You ever see Ernie Muscarella?
Yeah.
All right, Ernie Muscarella is a mess because he used my uncle was married to the DiNapoli sister, Vinnie, Joey, and Louie DiNapoli. And they used to come. They had a deli on Gun Hill Road where they used to have. We used to hang out down there. And this guy, you look at him, you're gonna shit your pants. This guy, he's a tough dude, man. He's in his 80s, you know.
There are some people that are just scary looking people.
He is. He's got them eyes, bro. You know.
You can tell.
Yeah.
But we'll just send Gene on him, right? Look, we'll just send Gene.
Oh yeah.
With his lips.
His lips.
Big gangster Gene.
Cool Gene.
He never fought a man in his life. If you're a female, he'll fight you 100%.
But I can imagine. I don't hit women. When she stabbed him in the leg, he probably slapped her really good or punched her and left no, bruises.
Oh no, he left bruises. I got proof of that.
Yeah, but then he didn't tell them that he got stabbed in the leg. Oh, big deal. You're right. You might as well tell them he got stabbed in the leg too. It's too late. Oh, I didn't rat on her, he said.
He said he's trying to protect her, right?
Come on.
That before or after you fucking beat her up?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on. I mean, he's a hypocrite for saying that.
I got some proof right here that he beat her up.
Gino would probably beat his own mother up.
Gino's always talking about, I didn't get arrested. Well, what's this, Gino? What's this, Gino? What's this, Gino? What's this, Gino? This looks like evidence photos. What's this look like? What's this look like, Gino? Looks
What do
like
you
you're
think?
in.
Stomp on her?
I don't know, man. But she's just as crazy as him. Fucking wackos.
No, he's bipolar. He's out of his mind, this kid.
Tony Cuts, what's going on? People always mention Staxx and never acknowledge it. It's all good. I don't acknowledge people because they don't matter, man. If I don't acknowledge them, they don't matter to me. And that's
They don't
it.
exist.
If people really had a fucking problem, they would call me out to a gym, something, right? They're
Yeah.
so good with their hands and all this. Call me out to a gym and see if I show up. That's all I gotta
They
say
got-
about that.
They got no balls, bro.
Oh, word? I didn't hear it.
Let's check out the rest of this video.
If you did any research, or I could tell you that most people didn't get a lot of time because of that, and that's because I fucked up. I mean, I almost felt like I could be a better criminal because I worked for them, because I knew they weren't watching me. I knew that, I mean, I was committing more crimes when I was working for them than when I was on the street, and they were paying me. They were paying me $15,000 a month, and I was making another $15,000 a month committing crimes.
You were getting $15,000 a month.
That's $30,000 to go commit crimes and play gangster, because you never were one, Rubio. So he was getting paid $30,000 a month to commit crimes and play like he's a gangster.
But I'm surprised they never charged him for all that stuff. You know.
He had a role of a lifetime.
Yeah. I'm surprised there's no superseding indictments there. You know.
Who knows, man? You know, they probably ripped his agreement up, right?
He be in jail. Is he in jail or is he on the street?
No, he ended up going back to prison for being on the show with these guys.
Yeah.
They put him in prison for it. I think he did like, I don't even know how long. I got to look into it.
They should have kept him there.
Bobo Camp, what's going on? Delstrain, what's up? Michael Brooks, Maureen, Nico. I will invite and provide security for cooperators since they seem to be afraid to meet Staxx at my restaurant in Florida. Hey, I'll come meet them, no doubt. So let me make another statement. People are saying, what the fuck were they saying? Saying, oh, you interviewed rats, Staxx. So what? So what? So when one of these guys take me up on my offer and I debate them, you guys are gonna call me a rat lover or something like that, right?
No, you good work.
You can't win with these people. You can't. So they're gonna say what they're gonna say, but let one of them take me up on my offer, and it will be a very entertaining show for you. I guarantee you. So if you guys are hearing this, make sure you write in their chats, debate Staxx, and we'll see if we can make it happen. We're trying to make it happen.
Oh, let's put some odds on it.
Huh?
Let's put an odd book on it.
Yeah, we'll put bets on if they're gonna come debate. They're not gonna.
Glad that you brought that up.
I didn't bring it up, but
well, I brought it up. Well, no, you asked me about it, so I'll tell you that, you know, on the stand, and my friend that we've spoke to, I'm not gonna mention his name, that, you know, continues to slander me and doesn't know his ass from his elbow. He keeps saying how much you get paid. Well, now people have to take this into consideration, and this will also help answer Felix's question. Is when you get caught and you're a criminal like I was, I had a lot of money. My house bills alone were $8,000 a month. I had 4 cars, and I was living in Scarsdale.
Right.
So now,
you know damn well he inflated his income to them so he can get more money from them.
Scarsdale, very, very affluent, Scarsdale, Westchester County.
Uncle Pete, what's going on? Oh, it's in Westchester County?
Yeah.
Are they big houses?
Yeah, Scarsdale's gorgeous, man. Very high cost to live there.
So how does he ever explain how the FBI approached him to cooperate? I don't think he did.
like I said, his father, he must have did something. I think he was going to get killed or something, because he was basically he was running book for Patsy Perillo, and he was doing all the collecting. I think he was juggling too. So he ran to them. That's the only thing I could think of, because how could you turn around when your father, told Patsy Perillo for my son to work? And then all of a sudden, I'm surprised he didn't got his father out either.
Stack,
Must have
serious
been juggling
question.
money.
But why do you platform Ramundi? Do you have evidence that his story is legit? Yes, I do, Tony Cuts. I platform Ramundi because I can. And he didn't cooperate. And I do have some evidence to back up some of his claims. People ask me, do you believe him? I believe some of his stories. It's for you guys to decide if you believe him or not. Just because I have Ramundi on doesn't mean that I believe everything he's saying or agree with everything he's saying. That goes for everybody I have on this show. I'm just here to bring them to you, and you guys make the decision. I'm not, I'm just here to bring them to you and entertain you guys. So, like, for you guys to be like, why are you having him on? Why this? Because I can. That's why. Is that a good enough answer for you?
There's three sides to the story.
Yeah.
His side, her side, and the real side.
Yeah. Both sides and then the truth, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
I think he's very entertaining. He tells a great story. I don't know why people have such a problem. But that's for you guys to decide. I have no dogs in the fight. I'm not a mob guy. I don't care. Like, I enjoy his stories. They're entertaining. And I'm here to bring the stories to you guys to hear, and you guys believe it or not. I'm just here to provide you the information. You guys make the decision.
Hey, Staxx.
What's up?
You hear from Ray Monday? How's he doing?
He's doing better. He's recovering from surgery. He had knee surgery, I think.
Now, Nisha, he's a bionic man.
He's gonna come out like half a robot and shit.
You're gonna send him over to the Middle East, to Jerusalem, to stop the war.
Yeah, they probably would.
You can't just, the feds can't just move you into a shack at that point. You got to continue to live the lifestyle. You have to look good.
When they took all my money, I didn't get no lifestyle.
Right.
They just took it.
Well, So,
and then you cooperated, John. That's always their excuse. They weren't taking care of me, Mikey Scars. They took all my money on the street. Well, guess what, Mikey Scars? You took a blood oath when they cut your fucking finger and you burned the saint in your hand. Guess what you said in that fucking blood? They didn't say, we're going to take care of your family if you go to prison. No, they said your ass is going to come if they call you. And you agreed to it. So all of a sudden, they're not taking care of your family. You're going to break the fucking blood oath. You're the one that needs to live with that, not me.
He ratted. How many years he was facing?
6 months.
Mikey Stars?
What, 6
10
months?
years, and he went bad.
Hey, I don't think you were coming at me negative attitude. Just a question. A lot of people ask me that question. I hope that I answered it good. A lot of people have Ramundi on. Fucking Vlad. Bunch of people. I don't know if they get the same questions.
Yeah, but he pays everybody, that Vlad.
Yeah, he pays a lot of them.
He gave that fat scumbag fucking Frank Pasca $3,500.
What?
Yeah, to go on that show. I was dying laughing. I said, "Are you kidding me?"
He looked like a 30 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag in that suit. He was squeezed in. Too funny, man.
Fucking loser. Yeah.
Nico.
I mean, I can't stand people like this piece of shit here, because my family, all fucking rats. They put all these people away, my family away. Like my poor father died in prison.
Your cousin is facing time. He's in prison right now because of a rat.
Yeah, from Frankie Pasqua. Chris, he's doing 130 years for the Michael Meldish murder.
Hopefully they'll all get a new trial because these lying scumbags are they it's clearly obvious that they tell information so they could get out of trouble themselves. That's their whole end game. So they can, and then for them to get out of so you're facing life in prison, right? You tell on people, a bunch of people go to prison, and now you're out on the internet bragging about all the shit you did. Nah, I think that should be part of the cooperation agreement. Is they cannot.
Well, that was like what's his name, Gene Barello. Remember when he was out on paper, when he had the Johnny and Gene show?
Yeah.
And his PO told him you can't be on YouTube no more.
And he kept doing it.
I said that's part of your agreement. You can't. You can't.
They don't care. They don't care. They do. They think they can do whatever they want. But that's far from the truth.
Of course.
I think Genie Boy is figuring that out now. He's gonna have a great time in prison down in Florida. I think they're gonna take care of him really good down there. I know.
Yeah, but you hear what they're doing now, the feds?
What?
There's no more like if you're a cooperator and you go to a place where the cooperators are in Florida, well, he was with the feds. They throw them all in together now.
They should put him in general population.
That's what they were doing now. He even said it.
I don't believe him. He's a liar. He was in PC, man. He was in protective custody. That's why he was.
But he was in the hole at the end because he protected that kid, the one with the FX funds.
I don't believe that either. I don't believe anything that guy says. Not a fucking word. And if you believe that, listen, I'm gonna dig into it. I'm gonna get the report of what happened when Gene was in prison. All right. I'm gonna find out exactly what happened. So because they write up reports about if Gene really fought some guy to protect that guy, it'll be in a report.
Of course.
I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out.
It's a shot.
Yeah. So we're gonna find out.
Yeah, do that and then call him up on that. Pull him up on it.
Feds aren't ready to go crazy. Yeah, I think the feds were pissed at Rubio. Staxx, that's what I was saying. How aren't the feds ready to go crazy over Rubio bragging about all this shit? They probably are. They're probably fucking pulling their hair out like, shut the fuck up. And then once they say it and there's a video out there, it's over.
Yep.
A lot of people like Mikey Scars, but I don't know, man. Something about him just rubs me the wrong way. He put a lot of people in prison, man. A lot of people. Like 50-something people.
Yeah, no, 80, 86 or 80, something like that. Over 10 years he was facing, bro. 10 years.
Rest in peace to Alan Kaiser. It is crazy, man.
Yeah.
28 guys doing centuries, Delstrain says.
28 guys.
He was on... He says, Michael says he was on the methadone unit block. They detoxed him up in prison.
Yeah, they throw you down real quick, boy.
Let's check out the rest of this video.
8,000 of that 15,000 that they were paying me a month were just to pay my house bills.
Wait, what? So, listen, you heard what he just said right before he said this, right? He said they were giving me 15,000 and then another 15,000 on top of it. Now he's changing his story to 8,000 of that 15. So what happened to the other 15, Rubio? His story does not match up, dude. He's bullshitting.
I think this kid was a degenerate gambler too. I think he was putting in tickets, and when he couldn't pay too, that had part of it too.
So now,
listen to what he says.
The feds can't just move you into a shack at that point. You got to continue to live the lifestyle. You have to look good.
Well, they took all my money. I didn't get no lifestyle. They just took it.
Well, so that 8,000 of that 15,000 that they were paying me a month were just to pay my house bills, because you have to give them copies of all your bills. So, and the other 7,000 was for them to put me on the streets and continue to buy dinners, continue to buy drinks. So, and it's taxable. So this guy goes on there and tells people, this piece of shit getting 50. I didn't profit a penny off of that. I used it to pay my bills because I couldn't be a criminal anymore. And I had to do their dirty work, pay for dinners and everything. It's not what he makes it out to be, this guy. You're not getting...
Without saying who this guy is he a big earner, the guy? Does he have a lot of money?
He's a jerk-off. No, he has nothing.
He's a homeless guy. He looks homeless. Oh, my God.
Yeah, he looks homeless. Yeah, he looks homeless. You know, he's been doing this, whatever racket he's been doing, and for 8-10 years, and I think he's got 600 people that follow him. I mean, on Instagram and Twitter. I mean, he's...
All right, when we get off the air, I want to know who you're talking about. I won't ask on the air because you're not saying his name.
I have also,
but you know, to answer, you know, that's a... I mangled the case. I mean, I literally mangled the case. I mean, I deserved more than 2 years. I mean, and that's why they put me in jail. I stood home for 8 months after the case was over, and I was always told, no judge in the world could ever put you in jail after what you've done here for 6 years. But
yeah, because you're a hero, Rubio.
They do what the fuck they want.
They should have gave you a fucking junior badge and let you ride in the front seat one day.
The JR FBI man, a G man.
little did I know that I'm lucky I even had an agreement, John. I mean, it should have been ripped. I mean, I completely...
Your case was out of where? New York, right?
Southern District. Southern District.
And John,
Southern
quick question for
District in New
you.
York.
How does it work also? I mean, you know, you mentioned your wife, and how, I mean, what does that do for your family when you're cooperating? I mean, do they have, she's aware of everything? Do they inform her? I mean, what?
He's like, no, I told her before I even hung out with any of these people that I was going to cooperate. My honest opinion is these people were going to cooperate long before they did. They had it in their head, like, this is the route I'm going to take. Like Aeronautic. Yeah. He admitted it on interviews. He says he was holding this information for if he ever got caught. He'd just tell him where that body was. So these people had the thought of cooperating long before they cooperated.
Yeah, they had it premeditated already.
Yeah, they knew what they were going to do. Let's get back to the jerk off.
No, but I told her the day I got caught. Because, I mean, I'm a fortunate person that...
It's in their DNA.
You know, 20 years married, and she knew from day one when I made that decision. And
you know, you ever watch...
She knew from day one. Told you.
The Honeymooners? She knew from day one she was getting the worst of it.
Yeah, she knew. Yeah, she got the worst of it for sure.
Hey, John, you didn't get along with your prosecutors and your agents? I got along with mine really good. I had good prosecutors and agents.
Prosecutors?
Yeah,
they loved me. Listen to this fucking jerk off, Gene.
Didn't get along with them?
I'm voted most hated witness by the prosecutor. This is true. This is an office thing.
Oh, they love me, my prosecutors.
They had to take. There was 5 prosecutors. They had to take them off the case and put somebody else on because it was war. I mean, I had all women. Not that I'm knocking women, but
so did I.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, no, it didn't go over very well, and so I happened to get when the trial started, or with prepping, I got probably the luckiest thing I could have ever got. I got a guy that was just aces, and he got me time served. I mean, he took abuse at my sentencing. Abuse. It was nothing about my sentencing. And Judge Sullivan, I thought, was a really fair judge and everything, but very strict. And it wasn't really about my sentencing that day. I mean, he used that opportunity to abuse the prosecutor.
Gene's like, well, my judge let me out to beat my girlfriend 100 times. Thanks, Judge Block. Now he's down in Florida facing more charges. And it'll probably be a little bit, and he'll gather some more. He just can't stay out of trouble.
Unreal.
He was dead set against not retrying Joey. Dead set. He said they wasted the government's time, they wasted people's time, and it was a complete bashing. And his only answer to him every time he got bashed was that Mr. Rubio, he just kept praising me. Who
was Joey's lawyer at that time?
Jacobs and Merlingo.
Oh, Merlingo. Merlingo was also John Gotti Jr.'s lawyer.
He hired Merlingo after the fact, but
Yeah,
Jacobs has been his lawyer from the beginning of time.
Well, I know who Jacobs is, but obviously I'm familiar with Merlingo because he's a great attorney. Actually, he's a top attorney. He defended John Gotti Jr. So I'm going to reach out to him and try to get him on the show. Actually, but you know, he's my adversary, but I got a lot of respect for him because he's a top attorney. He handled a lot of top cases in this city, Philadelphia, and some other areas. So
Jacobs a bull.
Jacobs I know. I don't. You know, I wasn't involved with him. So
Jacobs was tough. You know, he was tough. He had the right questions, and you know, and listen, like I said, I mean, I mangled that case. I mean, it's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. I mean, I mangled that case. I mean, guys that were supposed to get serious time. Not that I don't want anybody to go to jail, but
what? Wait, hold on.
Not let them go. They took a felony, but no. I mean, I mangled it.
He didn't want nobody to go
I committed
to jail.
house robbery.
Oh shit!
You're lucky, man. Oh my god.
I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I say it now. I mean, I had a house robbery while I was cooperating, gambling. I mean, if I gave you my rap sheet, I mean.
So you did pretty good with 2 years.
No,
I take that back.
Right. You know, honestly, you did because
you did pretty good.
Yeah,
I know guys that got
good.
caught lying and got like extra 6-7 years for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, forget about it. I shouldn't have. I literally shouldn't have had an agreement. It should have been
crazy.
See, he was a degenerate gambler, this kid, man. That's how he got himself in trouble.
How are you, Laura? Thank you for joining us this morning. Make sure you join the replay club. Replay gang. A lot of people watch the replay and they enjoy it. But imagine he has the audacity to mention Joey Merlino.
You don't even know him.
So Gerbo says, didn't Joey Merlino wore a wire too? What? No.
He said, who said that? He said that?
Someone's commenting. Gerbo says, didn't Joey Merlino wore a wire too? When was that? No.
I'm fucking real. Can't believe nothing that comes out of these people's mouths.
Hey, Albanians do not deal with a liar. He has been disowned. Is that why he jumped into the East River? He went for a swim. Remember that one? He says it himself. He had his Aquaman suit on that day.
He jumped in the East River?
He did, trying to get away from these guys that were they were gonna whoop his ass. I believe he got sucker punched at a bar. And he ended up jumping into the fucking East River.
The East River, man, cold and dirty, man.
Snaggletooth.
Yeah.
That was his only option, I think. In the back of the club. It wasn't a river, it was a moat.
Yeah, exactly. What weights on it? They should have friggin' sunk him.
So the story I got is he went into the bar, right? They were having some Albanians were having a function at the bar.
Yeah.
He goes over to them to like join, hey, and they're like, get the fuck out of here. Go to the other end of the bar. And he thought who the fuck he was. And they slapped him around. One of them sucker punched him. And he fucking ran outside. I guess he was by himself. And he ran outside, jumped into the fucking water. He's like, I'm not Superman.
Well, he must have had to jump and cross the FDR Drive. And jump into the water.
I'll get the aerial view of where this happened and show you guys exactly where it is. We'll get that on the next show. He was paranoid. Looked at him and he got spooked.
Of
That's
course.
the story.
It's gonna run. What do you think?
Good show, but you consider removing your face tattoos. You look like an instant clown posse fan. No, I haven't thought of that. Listen, I'm going to be successful with the face tattoos. You'll see. I think I got a good, I'm on a good roll. So just keep watching and you'll see. I can make it with these face tattoos. And I didn't just wake up one day and say, hey, I'm gonna get face tattoos. This was progression over time, and they all have a meaning. So it's my face. Don't worry about what I do. Just worry about yourself, probably. That would be a good thing to do. I'm just messing with your Staxx, all love. Hey, some people do. They judge me on my appearance. I understand, and I'm going to get that on my journey going through life, but it's something I'm willing to deal with.
That's the first thing, like, more than half people do is judge people by the way they look.
Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah.
I can handle it. I don't have thin skin like Rubio does. Rubio will be commenting all over this video, huh? You little punk ass bitch.
They gotta put some whiskers on him because he looks just like a friggin' rat.
I know he does.
And you have kids now, right? How old are your kids?
11 and 5.
All right, so you need to obviously do the right thing by your kids.
He's gonna say, Daddy was a hero. I brought down the mob. That's probably his story, right?
Daddy was a hero.
Daddy was a big mobster.
And do the right. Listen, nobody's perfect in life, and people that throw rocks. I guarantee you, if you throw a rock through their window, you'll see a lot too. But you got to do the right thing with your kids now. You had the opportunity, and that's where you start again.
Another thing, Larry Rolla told me this. Don't judge a person on what they have done. Judge them on what they have overcome.
Exactly.
And that's the way I look at people. Listen, if you are truly reformed and you're doing the right thing, then I won't feature you on my show. Like, that's the bottom line. But if you cooperate with the government and then you come on the internet and act like a jerk off, then your ass is going to be right on here, and I'm going to expose that because their track record speaks for itself. They don't do the right thing. And I mean, this is purely for entertainment purposes only. So, I mean, a lot of people get offended for they like stick up for these people. They fucking, I don't know, man. It's really weird.
Stick up for them? What are they out of their fucking mind?
They got a lot of rat riders out there. A lot of people love these fucking rats. And a lot of people talk shit because I've interviewed some of them, I'm not in the mafia, you fucking idiots. But anyway, let's check out a little more of this video.
I believe me, I'm sure it's hard for people to believe, but I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'll live home. I'm done with the crime.
Right.
No, you're not. I don't see him being finished with crime. I see prison in his future. Do you think so?
Oh, definitely, man. Definitely. Unless he's gonna dig up some information or fabricate some information on somebody else.
No one in that life will deal with this rat ever again.
Depends where you put him. Some people like they don't keep on top of stuff like that. They don't know who it is if you put him somewhere else. Just in the areas, the tri-state area, East Coast.
And that's why we're going to get his face all over the internet with whiskers.
Yeah.
Over. I won't speed. I don't want no problems with these people no more. I want them out of my life.
I'm not a gangster anymore, huh, Rubio? Now you don't want to play gangster anymore?
No,
listen, they did right by me in the end.
An honest job.
Ripped my agreement up. I did the two. Listen, they had no choice but to put me in jail. I mean,
you better take that hat off. You might have a problem. He finds out you're wearing his hat. he's gonna say,
he don't like cooperators.
They're talking about Trump. They're saying Trump doesn't like cooperators. Well, he doesn't like you either, A-Light. You're standing with him in the picture, trying to be Joey Merlino. Once Joey Merlino talks about setting up, that he was accused of setting up the election.
Yeah.
There goes John A-Light posting the picture with him and fucking Trump trying to be relevant. This is exactly what he's doing, man. He's trying.
Trump didn't even know who the hell he was.
I know he probably wouldn't have taken a picture with him if he did.
No, that was taken at the golf course.
Yeah, he photobombed Trump.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I didn't do it.
I appreciate you coming on, Pasquale. I got a lot of work to do. I'm going to be dropping a lot of content today. I have some major interviews I'm going to be dropping. You guys will be like, holy shit. Like, it's just going to keep coming. So if you guys like this content, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Go check out the Reformed Podcast with me and Katrina Michio. I'll drop a link in the description.
All right.
What are you up to today, man?
Not much. Just hanging out, waiting to move into the apartment to get the word, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm at my nephew's here. I'm sitting around, you know? So all I
You
could
got a
do is
bunch of
wait.
furniture you got to move and all that shit?
Not that much, you know? I only had, what, the bed, the TV, the stands, a couple of chairs, you know? Not much, mostly bags, you know?
I don't know where Paul's been. I'm going to reach out to him in a little while. I'll find out. I got a lot of interviews I've done with Paul in person. He told me a bunch of stories, so I'll drop some of that content too. But the next interviews that are going to be dropped is Stitch Duran's part 2 is going to be dropping.
Yeah, I was watching that last night.
The King of Connecticut. You definitely want to see this because we talk about cooperators, and he explains some things pretty good. I ask him a lot of good questions, so you want to check this out. Matt Granaham. Shout out to Matt Granaham. And I mean, because they're down in Florida. They're like overrunning Florida.
Yeah?
Does Florida have like a welcome to Florida rats? Welcome, rats. You're all
I
welcome.
guess so. Yeah.
You know what it is? They probably bus rats there, just like they do with the immigrants. Just bus them to Florida.
Yeah.
They're like
Send
coming
them
off
down.
the bus, fucking droves.
Send them down to the shithole.
I just got some really good news, man.
Yeah.
Thank you
That's
all for
good.
joining us. I'll give you a call after. Thank you guys for joining us. If you guys want to donate to the show, hit up my Cash App. It's Chattin with Staxx. Cash App, Chattin with Staxx. $ Chattin with Staxx is the new Cash App. And you can donate through PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Super Stickers, Super Chats, all that good stuff. And I appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch this show. A lot of good things in the future. And if you don't like this podcast, start your own. And remember, don't be a bitch. Have a great day.
Say that again.